You too, as your will is powerful. As you break its concentration, Shaper Horrors works to control it. My will is powerful. And my will could be more powerful. Please stop. Back here. Concentrate. Good job. Alright. Well, if I don't heal myself this round, I'm going to die. Please turn around. Doggone it! Okay. 824. 883. It's not a big boost, but it's something, I guess. Die. Actually, let me see something. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is my healing craft skill at? 6. 4. I would say this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Would this be 9? Or 10? How many turns we're supposed to endure this crap? Should recast haste on myself. I'm not skilled enough in healing craft to do that. See ya, lady. You're a jerk. After walking down a long road lined with abandoned buildings and signs of bloody skirmishes, you enter the ruins of Porifra. Once the largest and proudest city of Burwood Province, it's now just another sad pile of rubble. This was the capital of the province when it was controlled by the Shapers. You can see what is still left of the city hall towering above the rest of the city. Some hear that the Shapers governed, and thus it was the first city that the rebels destroyed when the rebellion began. They came here first, and the Shapers were targeted for immediate destruction. It sent a clear message. So intense was the fighting, the city was abandoned. Or that's what you heard. It's settled again now. There are fresh tracks everywhere, and creations and human. You smell cook fires and hear the howls and shouts coming from within. Okay, the only question is, can I actually talk to these people, or are they going to kill me? Hey, friendly wingbolts. You enter the former city hall of Porifra. It's a symbol of Shaper wealth and power, and was thus set aside for extra rebel attention. The main hall is choked with refuse. The second floor has been blasted entirely off. The banners bearing the symbol of the Shapers have been defaced. Well, that's not very nice. Also, that's a lot of Kaishak just milling around. So up to the second floor of the city hall is now most of the upper level has been blasted off. The stairs extend up into empty air and then stop. Just thought I'd check. Oh, shock trawl. Interesting. Close to the Porifra docks. These were mainly used to bring important individuals in and out. All of the diplomatic contact between the eastern provinces and the rest of Terrestria came through here. Goods were brought in too, but they were discreetly carried away to the storerooms and bazaars to the northeast. Nothing was allowed to interfere with the grandeur of the walkway to the south. Burwood was a recently settled province, and their insecurity shows. They created the impressive promenade to the south leading out to the city hall, a great expense now completely gone to waste. Hey, General. Hey, get back here. Okay, Shaper Grim. At this point, you've gotten used to the Shapers regarding you with condensation, or, as it happens more often, open loathing. The disgusted look on this man gives you a pretty much rolls right off of you. I recognize you, he says in a dramatic voice, our spy in the rebel ranks, the one warped by their Geneforge. Who would be spared? I'm Shaper Grim. Because I'm under orders to do so, I will assist you. He goes on in this way for a while, making sure to stress his superiority to you and the immense value of his time. You tune him out for a bit. Finally, he says something that gets your attention. I can provide supplies for you if you prove your worth, and I will train you a small amount, enough to help you survive your mission. No more. Supplies? General is quite a patron. He gave me several items with instructions to give them to you as a bonus for acts on our behalf. You've done things to help the Shapers come to me, and I will reward you. If word of your further renown has reached me, I bet I qualify for a few rewards already. Gives you a pouch of copper coins and a wand. Could use some training. I will only deal. The general has given you a mission. You're being forced to deal with me? Of course, in my eyes, once you were warped by the Geneforge, you became a creation. You fall under the control of the Shapers to be commanded or, if rogue, destroyed. And, of course, I believe you are working for us out of greed for power or fear of death. You do not owe true allegiance to our cause. You don't think I'm loyal. It's not that. It's just that I don't care whether or not you're loyal. I care no more about your motivations than, say, the deep desires of a squirrel. You are a thing I interact with, that is all. Wow. That's kinda harsh, dude. What do you think happens after the war ends? You follow the end of your bargain? Whatever you were promised. We Shapers keep our words. You will even keep your word to a creation? This question gives him pause. Probably. Or we may command you to release us from our word when you refuse deem you rogue, and destroy you. It is not my affair, he smirks, but I would recommend against making any long-term plans. Supplies? Do I merit? Value to the Shapers, use a pouch of silver and a shining steel breastplate. Training. I gotta loop through this or end the conversation with him. You really seem to be a true servant of the Shapers. Amazing! And so you get to partake of our limitless power and wealth. A pouch of gold coins and a shield. You receive your last reward, I'm afraid. From now on, you must be content in knowing that you fight for the side of right. Farsight breastplate. Ooh. Agent's shelter. Ooh, spellcraft and dexterity. Well, it is an upgrade from that. I'm not really interested in missile weapons. Ethereal seal. Oh, I could have gotten through that with the Tinker Gloves. I completely forgot. I'm out of practice. Get rid of this discipline. I wanted to pick this up. Hey. This is the leader of this miserably small Shaper camp, hidden deep in rebel territory. He's also the commander of the Shaper forces in all of Eastern Terrestria. You meet General Alwan, and he is very pleased to see you. Despite the fact that he is stranded far behind enemy lines, he looks much the same as he did when you first met him in Delame. A little less sleep, a few more medals on his armor, more enthusiastic, but basically the same. Ah yes, my secret agent has arrived. I'm glad that you made it through so many trials. The rebels have done well to eradicate all our other informers. You're currently my only hope for uncovering the Dracon plot. If you've rested adequately from your journey, let's discuss our next orders for you. How goes the war? This is a very good question. We Shapers are advancing on all fronts. Control the land, air, and sea. The rebels have been routed in these northern lands, and our infiltrators harry them at every turn. And yet we have not won. The power to shape is enormous and volatile. The Dracons in their desperation can do anything horrible you might imagine. What are the Dracons going to do? We're not sure. After vigorous questioning, one Serval and one Drake independently said the Dracons will create something called the Unbound. Anything else? Nope. Just getting that out of the prisoners left them pretty ruined. But if past patterns continue, the Dracons will shape a new generation of their kind with even more power and even less sanity. But that process can't continue forever. Someday they will create a race with intense power and total madness, and then, shakes its head, bad news for everybody. Oh yeah, the Trakovite. He's somewhere in here. What do you need me to do? You need to find out where Northforge Citadel is. You need to get permission to travel there. You are our spy. You will be our agent, alone among my forces. You can get into Darrington Freehold and talk to their leader. We believe the answers we seek are in Quessa Us, the Dracon city. Going there directly, however, will probably result in your death at the hands of those touchy creatures. Instead, go to Darrington Freehold, talk to the rebel leader, see if you can find a way to safely get into Quessa Us. But be careful. The rebels appear to be experiencing some internal strife. What problems are the rebels having? I don't know. Hope you'll be able to tell me. Anything else? Yes. Whatever you do, come back here before you enter Quessa Us. The orders I give you to follow while you are in there depend on what you learn in Darrington Freehold. Who's the leader? Although I already know. An old adversary of mine. Particularly insane rebel named Latalia. She has spilled more loyalist blood than any rebel I know of. I long to hear of her death. Though, with luck, I can one day execute her myself. But not yet. For now, we need her. What about Darrington Freehold? It's due west of here, along the coast. Don't try to sabotage anything. Don't anger them. Get in, talk to the leader, find a way into quest of us. Get back, don't be a hero. Complete your mission, get what I need. Okay. Can I get supplies and training? Of course! We not promised all that we have to offer when you join forces with us? Shaper Grim can give you equipment and training. He'll hate it, but he'll do it. I'll make sure of that. Also, there's a traveling merchant named Waldfogel. My goodness. I doubt he'll just give you anything, but he's under orders to charge you wholesale rates. My goodness, wholesale. Lucky me. What do you need me to do? Okay, yep, I already did this. Leave out the camp? This is the Shaper Beachhead. This is the humble beginnings of the liberation of Burwood Province. We are in a precarious position, but it was a risk we had to take, so that we could get close to the Dracons as quickly as possible. The rebels suspect that we are here, or they know, but we have a good defensive position. If they attack, we will hopefully be able to fend them off long enough to get raiders into the Grey Ghost Mountains. How did you get here? The rebels control most of the land, but the Shapers control much of the sea. It was easy to get several living craft into here in the dead of night. Then we sent them home. That was a painful decision. However, it's far easier to hide this camp when the docks are not full of huge reptilian craft. Why did you come here? Isn't it a great risk? This expedition came here because of the evidence indicated that the Dracons were getting close to completing their plan, and I came with them because I used my rank to get permission to come. I have had such success in my campaigns that Council didn't want to let me go, so I insisted, and while they debated about it, I left. Will they punish you for that? If I succeed, they won't. If I fail and die, they can do what they want with my corpse. Okay. Kinda sorry I left you back in Geneforge 3. Oh well. Okay. Darrington Diplomacy. You train me. Magic. Pretty average. Better prices. Lightning aura. Group heal? Mind shield? This is blessing. Steel skin would be great, but I don't think I'll be able to cast it this game. Shaping? Aw. Wingbolt, Rotgroth, Battle Alpha. Wow. Rotgroth. So you don't know how to make a rock throwing guy. But a troll. Three, four, five, 6, 7. I'm not sure if it's 4, 3, 4 or 4, 4, 4. Because this is off center. I'm thinking it's 4, 3, 4 or 4, 3, 3. Yeah, it's probably 4, 3, 3. Since this is also off center. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you would be rank 8.